Hello, this is Tyler, and welcome back to another live stream of Scheduled. That's what we're playing today. Scheduled. Another game that we've not played for a long while, and I can only play when I've got 2 drinks down me. Well, 4 cups of this down me. Oh. My god, why is that too high? There we go, good enough. But it makes it look too low. Bring me a bit closer. Come on, bring that up. Bring that up a bit more. There we go, now I look a bit more sociable. Not really. I don't do I. Drinks should be a lot more better this time round though. I'm not drinking too much. I've got some lager though. Let's get into it. What we're playing. Scheduled. Let's play live scene. There we go. Turn that down a lot. So it's better there. If you're wondering why I'm playing Scheduled, I don't know. I just got lots of things, like I said before, in the waiting. And again, I want to get all these old things over and done with before I go to the new things. Because I've got lots of... Oh, let's see what's in there. A skateboard's not bad enough. Let's see what's in here. They need to be bagged up, but again, classic lazy bitches. They don't want to fucking bag anything up. But the reason why is they only bag up when they need to bag up. And it could be helpful if things what is done the exact same would have been done. But of course, it's a classic me that I don't do the exact same. I want to find every new creation, everything new. Oh, classic sober me. He wants things done how he wants to be done. So again, I'm not gonna bother with half of the things once done. Jan, do you want anything? Beefin, I want to buy, so can I interest you in a free sample? I need to get uptown. Tab. Map. So, dealer and dealer. Oh. Do we have anything good to give to it? Well, we only have flipping 2 meth. So again, that's only... Do you want anything, Beth, from me? Do you want that from me? Do you want it? Do you want 2 of them? Thanks, Beth. Give me some more dosh, Beth. Why do you have to be like this, Beth? You could give me more. Bethany. My God, I am drunk. You can tell when I'm drunk because I go to the mic, my nose hanging off the cover, and I talk to it like this. I can't give anyone anything unless you come in here. I can give Chloe something though. Do you want these? Thanks, Chloe. What about you? You're Charles, ain't it? No, Dean. Sort of. You can have my last 2. Frank, do you want anything from me? You can have my last two if you want to. Thank you. Let's see what's in my what is it? I could call it just my weed drug den. Anything else? Do you mind? I'll stay back then for you. What are you doing now? Can I come in? Thanks for the Lord. No one really wants them though. No one really wants packets anymore. But I give them to my dealers. I've got to try to half them. Fuck. How can I half flipping that thing? I don't know what it's called. Flipping Wandering Purple, something like that. I've got something what I could give to you. Benji. I give you that. And I give you that. I gave them both two. Well, the woman's not gonna get two. But the men get two. I can't really say the rest because I know what I'm like. I know people might think I'm being sexist. I'm not. I'm certainly not being sexist. That's all the things that they had for me. And there isn't much I can actually do about that. Hopefully I don't get flipping attacked like I did last time when I was around there. If you ever flipping edit it, Tyler, put the edit in. And cut that bit out, you idiot. Now we're going to give her one. And that's it. There we go. Empty all that out. Oh. I feel better when I've had one of those. Don't know what they are. Whatever I put in there is brilliant. I can tell you what I've put in there. Orange juice, Coca-Cola, lemonade, and whiskey. But just to tell you, it is a strong stuff. So basically I'm going to say not to try at home. But if you do, I have told you not to try it. But I am going to be completely honest, don't try it. Just don't fucking try it. Well, I've got nothing to give to you unless you want trash. I have got lots of cash on me. I don't really want to have a lot of cash. So what I'm going to try to do, I just realised I muted the gameplay. But the problem is with the gameplay, it goes too loud. And it hurts my ears. But it hurts my ear. Why don't I turn it down? Flipping think, lad. There we go, that's better. What do we have first? Because the one what we have first would be a bit more easier. The laundrette, that's it. We just drop all this in the laundrette, we just launder the money. Don't know what we shouldn't be doing though, but laundering. I'll launder all 200 grand, please. Now, I've laundered that much. If I'm laundering 200 grand, can I go to map? What else am I laundering? Where else can I launder? That's my storage place, so I can go to the laundrette. No, post office is another place I can launder. My God, I'm forgetting where to launder. That's not usually my cup of tea, but again, forgetting where things are is always my thing. I forget anything in time. Can I launder? How much can I launder here? 400 grand? Yeah, why not? Because I've flipping got too much money on me. If I get found out I've got this much money on me, I'd be flipping shot. So that's done. That's done. Do we have another place I can launder? No, that's a storage place. These are the laundrette. That's the place where I own. The only place, the motel, of course, I've own that. The bungalow, the sweatshop place. I can't really launder things there. Is there other places I can launder? Give me a minute. Let's go over here to see this big fat druggie in that flipping estate, a real estate place. So this is business. Properties for sale. Business. For businesses is 20 and 50 grand. Are you taking the fucking piss? No. Exactly not. That's not my thing. Again, I'm gonna have the money in my flipping account anyway, because I can't get any more money into my fucking account because they're cunts and they're monitoring me how much. So it tells me this has gotten lower. So a key required. Workers to contact Jen for access. Oh, I need Jen. Fuck. And where can I get Jen? Give me a minute. Where can I get Jen? Well, we all know we can't get Jen in that. We need to check stuff. My God, I am drunk. I've been drinking since flipping 1 o'clock, so give me time to get back into the swing of stuff. Well, I say 1 o'clock. I wasn't drinking at 1. I was drinking at 3. No, don't make it any better, does it? Dealers, no. Deliveries, no. Journalists, no. Contacts, though. How much do I need to get that? I need to get more flipping drugs. I need to get more drugs. That's the best thing I can actually say. I need more drugs. How do I get up? Thank the Lord. I need more drugs. I could check back there to see if I've got any meth. I've not got told by any of my sellers, my dealers yet. Talk of the devil. I'm running out of drugs, sir. Oh yeah, well, there's nothing fucking much I can do. I can only give you what I'm given by flipping dealers. Well, I say dealers. by my makers. What's all this about then? What? Again, we don't really know how to get back to that. Don't really know how to get back to anything nowadays. The problem is I left it for that long. I don't know how to get anything back now, to be honest with you. Enforcer 5. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I wish I knew how to actually get back to where I was. Are you not being fucking paid? If you haven't been paid, you're fucking idiots. I don't really need. Let's give them 900. No, we've got to give them 900. So that gives them 1,000. So I don't have to flipping have them moan at me. There we go. And same here. And this is no, that didn't get done well. 900 would be the best, so if I say that. They're not been paid for a long while then, if they've been happy with just... They're just happy with 90. Well, they're not happy with 90, they've not been paid for a long while. But you can 100% say that I've tried to pay them. That's been done. Now all they can actually do is flipping move it over here, but again, moving it over here would just flipping cause more fucking problems because street crack. And again, what else can I actually say with that one? No, Harry. Oh no, I don't know how to flipping spell. Crack. Harry crack. There we go. Have a bit of fun. Come on, let your hair down. A bit of fun with Harry crack. Okay, I think I should have thought about that before I opened my fucking mouth. I've been playing with V since the flipping this morning, so I've got a bit merry, I could say. V is lovely though. I tell him, I would say that he's brilliant. V is one of the better human beings I had on this channel. On my flipping YouTube career, I should say. That's one good thing about my about this channel. Even though I'm getting no, I don't want to withdraw or deposit. Even though some people don't want stuff, but V is one of the better ones, I'll say, I've ever worked with in the past. Since I started. Hopefully he's going to be happy with that one because again, I don't usually say it too much, but V is one of the best ones, I'll say. who've looked after me and always there for me. If I've ever had a award thing on this channel, he'd be given one of the awards. He'd probably given it since every year. He's the only one that's actually still stood by me. Even though I'm a fucking idiot, I will always say. I wish I thought more. That's all I'm gonna say. Before any other thing happened. But he's one of the best people I can talk to. Well, I say one of the best. Always the best. Even though my 200 grand has been laundered. Thank the Lord. Putting that to the side, I have my lager now. Not a bad lager, I'll say. One thing about this lager. If you've had too much, you will probably get drunk. It's been a long time, but I don't know how to flipping. I know how to still bag up the thing. Drugs. There we go, another one. I've laundered. There we go. But like I said, V is one of the best ones I've ever had on this channel. As much as I've had lots of people on in the past, I've missed them, but I've seen them go. Off YouTube onto Twitch. And that's when I brought myself back. Because, again, I realised YouTube is just for kid me. But then I realised kid self. What a fucking liberty. Go on. You all know you have it in you. So I did. I had it with me and then I flipping took it away. Good old. We had good old fun, I'll say. The burial to kill my nan. I say, well, you're probably drunk, so you probably need sorting. This is coming from a man who's drunk, so again, you should know. A man who's drunk knows a man who's drunk. A man with autism knows a man with autism. Again, that's not me being a self-report, but again, we all know I have autism because I've said it once when I was flipping drunk. And gay. Well, gay-ish. I call myself bisexual. But I do call myself lots of other things. But off camera because again, they'll all be too bad for on-screen TV. Well, on-screen, what is it called? On-screen fuck. Yeah, there we are. On-screen fuck them. On-screen on YouTube or Twitch. Because again, you can't say anything nowadays until anyone takes a flipping offence. So you need to be careful what you say. And what I would say is, what a fucking liberty. We should be allowed to say what we want to say on the platform, what we're fucking paying for. I know people don't pay for this, but I pay for things on Twitch. But I'm still flipping worried because, again, they can do anything to my channel. And, again, all it takes is something like that. Me to say something bad and they're like, yeah, I decided to take down your channel. Fuck off. Because I pay for lots of people on there. Tubbo is brilliant. I always love Tubbo. Tubbo is one of the people that I care for too much. He's like my V when he's not on here. He makes me happy. When I hear his voice or see a thirst trap on him, it makes me happy to actually be part of the Twitch community. We put 2 of these in the Lady Jane's inventory. There's only 2. Lady Jane! Oh, Lady Jane, I'm coming! Well, I can't really go across that bridge because the police there, so I'll go round there. Again, I might be drunk, but you have brains. Because if you go over there, you get searched, and no one wants to be searched by the police. Mick is an all different story, but again, Mick is a story for a different day. But yeah, me and V are probably gonna be doing videos a little bit more. It's coming through the new year. Well, I say coming through the new year. We're going to be doing videos a lot more. Because I don't say it as much, but me and V are one of the... Why have I come this way? I want to give 2 of them to the... Because me and V are... I'll say friends. We are brilliant together. Without him, I do think I would have been not here doing videos right now. Him and Ben are one of the people what would have stopped me from doing anything stupid. And as much as I don't say it, they've stopped me from doing anything stupid. I don't trust myself at times. There's only a few people I trust in life. V and Ben. There's 2 reasons why I only trust 2 people. But one reason is why would I trust anyone else if I've got 2 friends, and another reason is all my other friends left me in the hour of need. Some of them didn't know I was going through what I was going through, but 2 of them did. But to be completely honest, we all know if any of my other friends know what I was going through, they would have done the exact same thing. They would have stuck up for me. But the reason why I didn't want to get them into it is because 2 things. I didn't want help. I was happy how I was. An alcoholic, a person who thought he knew everything, and the person who thinks he knew everything got caught up with lots of other things that was going through him. and he did not think that one of his friends would actually call him out on it. Even though it was in the heat of the argument, I'm like, my God, what have I turned into? Telling people to do something what they're not. And someone made me listen after having a go at me for basically telling them off for being what they are. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with me? And to him, I'll say I'm happy. V and Ben were the only ones that got me through to now. They're the only ones you can thank for actually having me still here and back with you all. Because in that little time, I just didn't feel like me. I just felt like I was faking it all the time. Being happy, being this, being that. But now I've been told by my friends that the management are not happy about me, what I've been doing. So basically being happy, being myself. Because I'm just being me, having fun. The things what I do on here, I'm not allowed to do outside, not allowed to do it at work, according to this. And even though it's called being myself, they don't like it. And I'm fucking annoyed with them for it. But again, they've told me, and I'm like, okay. Anyone who wants the dull, depressed Tyler, I give it to them. But if anyone say what's wrong with me, they're always going to get is, well, you know what's been going on. I am not dealing with anyone's shit because they want me to be what I was like when I first started. Yeah, okay, I'm being myself. But you're not gonna be trusted with the calm Tyler. You gotta have the deep voice, the one what went through every fucking thing at school. Because he did, really. He went through everything. People just thought I was this crazy twat at school. Our people would call me now is a class clown. But as I would say it is, I'm being myself. If you don't like it, lump it. But none of them. I never thought I'd be going through this. Being banned from a place where I can be myself. Being banned from a place that I can actually be calm. Because I'm being myself. And again, I don't blame them telling me off because again, I deserve it. But telling them off for being me, being happy, there must be a law against that. Come on. They don't want me smiling. They don't want me doing nicknames. They don't want me to do anything noisy. Again, I call that silencing. And that's not on. They are gonna have the best part of Tyler. Depressed. Because that Tyler only happened the deep voice, the happy sometimes voice are always part of me. And we all know it is. But if they want to flipping start on a person who is depressed in times, and then if anyone says, "Oh, what's wrong?" I'm like, "What's wrong?" People are moaning at me for being too excitable. So I'm not allowed to do long into. And if they say, "Oh, that's what I meant," I'm like, well, me being me, I am going to be a bit over the top. So it's either they're gonna let me go, or they'll allow me to do what I want to do. And we all know they won't allow me to do what I want to do because I'm happy. They don't want anyone to be happy in the workplace, and I can understand that at times. But just don't. If you don't want me to, just don't fake be my friend. That's all I'll say. There's a few people what I can actually say in there what fake to be my friend because, well, of this. But some of them don't know and some of them do know. But I'm going to 100% say it. I don't give a shit what people say. Yeah. Okay? Two at the top. Well, thanks for letting me know. If you don't like it, tell me. I know that, like, and because half of them tell me, "Oh, you're too much," but then actually tell you, "Oh, can you do this? Can you do that?" Excuse me. I thought you said it was being too much. I hate how people are at times. People like V and Ben deserve a balloon or deserve something to actually telling me half of these things because they have any other calls or anything keeping me up to date with stuff. Of course they won't. Because why would they keep me up to date? Because I'm ill. Yeah, oh, Tyler's ill. Yeah, let's talk about this behind his back. Fuck off. I am not here to be talked about. If you have something to say it to my fucking face. I've not got a flipping sword on me or anything, so leave me alone, you pricks. No, you close the door. So it's for pushing me out the way. No, get out of my way. Go on then, for me. Come for me. What you gonna do? You can scream all you want. I don't give a shit. They even let themselves in now, so the AI has gone so much better since the last time I was in. But I do love them because I love my friends and I love colleagues. That's what I call the people who don't want me to be myself. I call them colleagues. There's only a few people what I call by name, V and Ben, because they're the ones what deserve recognition. Because they're the only ones that actually would say stuff to you. If it was anyone else, they'd flipping call me flipping whatever they want to call me. But again, you can call me all they fucking want. Again, I'm not in the right headspace to deal with people sometimes. That's why I talk to my friends, because they know what my dark time was. Because I can't forget when I've been over there, nearly putting a wire around my neck and letting the power bank fall right to the bottom. But the words what came past my mouth is, I've got a Twitch stream. I've got this to do. I can't leave them. I can't leave you guys, and I can't leave the kids channel, because there's two things why I can't. Is you guys get me through stuff, and from that I realised that I can't leave my friends behind either, because if I did, I don't want them being upset because I've gone. That's my thing. They've got me through worse times than this. Well, I say that. They got me through times that I just wanted to do lots of things to myself. Well, can't be repeated because how bad are the things what I've said to myself. Just to tell you guys, okay, I might as well go along. This is going to be a bit of a deep talk about what I've been through and what I wanted to do to myself. So if you want to go ahead, I will give you, well, I probably won't give you much, because when it's a VOD, I won't give you much. But when it's a YouTube video, just edit this out, Tyler. I felt like I wanted to take an overdose. I wasn't that Tyler. The Tyler that you see now is just the Tyler what would have been. The Tyler what started all this was the depressed Tyler. Because he got bored. He didn't want things to go too much for him. He wanted to take an overdose and kill himself. There's a few friends what said, yeah, go on, but there was one friend what told me not to pick up another drink and just drink. But of course I kept doing it because I'm like, it makes me calmer. It makes me calm, but how I was for this porter, it makes me see now that how bad I am. Because I'm like, why tell him this if you wasn't going to do the same thing yourself, you prick? But at that time I didn't really think about that. I'm like, oh, I'm doing what's good for the hospital and telling people what to do. No. The only thing what's good for the hospital what I ever did was actually getting out of depression. Because if I stayed in there, I wouldn't have known what I was doing to myself. There's lots of things what I would always say. Talk about your problems to someone who cares for you. If it's a best friend, tell them. If it's your parents, tell them. Because a place where I was, me being me, I didn't want to listen to anyone. And I can understand that. It's coming from someone else. Because for me being autistic, I don't want to listen to every long story. There's only a few friends what actually picked everything out of me and actually told me that you are in a bad state. And yes, I found out I was in a bad state when I was making these jokes on having images in my head of, I'm gonna say it straight out. So if you don't want to, I think it'd be over in 5 minutes. Hanging myself in the lift and just, even though hanging yourself is the stupid thing to do, and like I will always say, if there's someone there you trust, tell them, because again, the worst thing they can actually say is I don't want to know. But if they do, go to someone who does care, your parents or stuff, because I've worked myself up into this frenzy, and talking to a friend about it made me think, this is not normal. What I'm thinking. What am I even doing? And after this friend told me you would need some help, I stand back of telling myself that, because I'm like, I don't need help. I've been told everything by this person. I'll tell you the name as well, give me a minute. V. Ben did do a good by me as well. But after I brought it back up to Ben and he said I need some help, I'm like, okay, I've got to get myself sorted. So after I had took a break from everything, didn't go on social media, went on YouTube. There, I love to watch YouTube. But what's something you like on YouTube? Nothing depression. Just sit down and watch something what you love. And it really does. I tell you, 100%. It does make you feel better. Or someone who's going through the same thing as you, watch it. Because I watched, as much as I won't like to admit it, I watched EastEnders when Linda was going through this alcohol and stuff. When she was going a bit through depression, but she turned to alcohol. That's where I was. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I shouldn't be like this. And then I looked around the room and like, my god, this room is a mess. And that's when I realised, my god, I am still in there. And I'm like, but of course, a couple of hours later, I've looked around the room like, oh, I can't do it today. Because part of depression, that you don't want to do much. But these friends took me back out in a way that I thought I never would be. Now I only drink when they drink. Not when I feel like I need to drink. But again, this is another thing. What needs to be stopped by me is having a drink after I've had a flipping drink. And that's what you've got to learn, because again, after you leave out the big depression, alcohol is not always going to save you. I've learned that. I've been forgetting and stuff, and I always used to blame myself. But V told me once, saying, Tyler, stop punishing yourself for something, because I've done that once before, and I'm like, and he's told me that at work, and I'm like, why am I punishing myself by drink? Because every time I upset someone, like my best friend and stuff, I turn to drink, because I felt like that was the only thing what listened to me. It was so much more than that. And again, I don't blame you that time. That just teleported all the way in there. But you've got to think to yourself, do you want to leave your friends like this? There's been times that I have been standing back half the time, as you've seen in my videos. I'm like, you're all okay. But yes, they're all okay because you're there. If you're not there, what are they going to do? Because again, as much as I love them all, and I want to say, you're all okay, you don't need me, V would be the one what would say, no, we do need you. We need someone to drop a bit of funniness there and then. And that's what happened with me. I dropped a bit of funniness, and look at me now. Drinking again, but I'm drinking because I call it a little bit of celebration that I'm finally out of what I was in. Because without him, I will always say, without him, I would have been still in there, and I would be still being this. I'll show you this Tyler. The Tyler what started us all. I was the person what started us all. I was the Tyler what moaned at everyone. I'm the Tyler what moaned at every person because of what ever happened. But what you gotta think, from that Tyler, I've turned into this squeaky voice Tyler, what won't be afraid to say any fucking thing. Because, and yeah, you gotta think as well, if you carry on, they really need to sort out that because they've got a line. Sorry. They've got a line there, but it cuts out around down here, doesn't it? Let's go around here. Look, as you can see, there's a line straight ahead. If you keep moving upwards, it teleports away. See, like that. They got to sort that out. But as I would always say as well, without those people who supported me through this all, and if you guys say you're not got a best friend, I know that's what I thought while I was in that. So just talk to the person you be with. If you're on your own with them, tell them, because they would understand. Some of them won't, because again, some of them might think, what, you like this? That's a lot of old shit. But just tell it all through your friend group. Surely one of them should be worried about you. Because that's how it was for me. Someone was worried about me. Now look at me. I'm not that Tyler who once was like, oh God, why am I doing this? Why am I here? One of my best friends brought me back to where I was. But again, my one lasted for so long because I did have the guts to do it. But if it landed and if it just lingered on, I think I would have had the guts. And without them, where would I be? Probably in the flipping ground. Because I'd rather be buried than flipping live. Sometimes. That's how I felt back in the, well, I say sometimes. I still feel like that sometimes now. But without, may I say, without V and Ben, without them, I think I wouldn't be here. They're the ones what brought me out. And they're the ones that was keeping me out of that because, again, to be 100% honest, I care about them so much. And I keep thinking about them. I'm like, oh, hopefully they'll be fine. Hopefully they don't play fight or stuff like that. I'm like, but sometimes I do think they're friends. They wouldn't let anything happen to each other. And then you see things. With them, I'm like, oh, you need to be careful you're doing that if anyone else sees you. Half of the things what Ben says, and I do apologise for half the things what Ben say on videos and live streams, because he doesn't know how YouTube works at times. Yeah, he can say the N word, he can say this, but he's got to be careful because again, it will all fall back on me for letting that happen. Because as much as I don't like to say it, but I do know he says it half the time. But again, I can't help it if he joins the call when me and V are together. And I can actually tell him that I'm live, but again, when he's watching football, words fly out. And I can't be the one to actually tell him to stop saying that word because again, he says words like that a lot, and I can't say, oh, yeah, I'm live. Can you not? Come on, I'm not that kind of person. Because as much I do see the good in him, and because that's really what happens to me when I look at him. Like, oh, all I can see is the good in you. I think with V, sorry, with V, we can see a lot more different in me and him. There's part of us what people might think we are the same in, yeah, the games, the JD, again, brilliant drink, may I say. A brilliant mixer as well. But it's not the best at times. But I will always big up their drink. The JD is brilliant. JD and Coke is much more better than JD on its own. Me and V for all people's seen this together. Because I say we're the same, but of course, him and Ben thinks him the same. But again, it doesn't help half the time because V and Ben, we all can have a bit of a laugh. But what V, which one has more laughs? We're messing around, laughing and joking, and we're having a good laugh. It looks like we're having fun, but then but when he's out and about with Ben, Ben is getting over things because again they don't see the me and V bit together. They see the me, they see the me who don't give a shit. And to be honest, I don't usually give a shit. This is making me drunk. But again, yeah, sometimes I don't give a shit. But when I'm with anyone else, I don't really give a shit anyway with them. Because there's only a few people I can actually trust to avail myself to them. And I avail myself to a few people I trust. And I'm realising that's not the true thing of me now. You can't just avail yourself to anyone because again, they might be used to one bit of you, but then you change into a different soul. It's like, oh, they don't want you. But again, I'm just having a bit of jokes. People don't like, may I say, not too many jokes. People get wound up for me just being me. And again, as much as I don't blame them at times, that's just going there and we go to my face. That's how it is half the time. People don't want me to be me. They just want me to be, don't know, flipping insane. Sorry. But that's what I see half the time when people just want me to be me. They want me to just to be boring old me. The same self what was. But what they didn't know is in 2023 when I started and halfway through 2024, I was depressed. I wasn't happy who I was until V came along and fixed me up. He fixed me up. I'm not showing you my shirt today. Remember tape breaks. It says Huggy Wuggy at the bottom. Huggy says, remember the tape breaks. But I thought things were going to be a lot more different since I became less depressed. But no, things got more and more on top of me. But after I got told by V to be myself, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing then? Pretending to be someone I'm not. And that's how it was. Halfway through 2024, I started being myself. People didn't want me to be myself. I realised. And nearly all the way through 2025, I was being myself. People didn't want that. They wanted, seriously, the question what I got was, why are you being like that? You wasn't like this when you first started. I'm autistic. I am nervous until I actually get to things. Because in 2024, halfway through, I got used to one team only. And that's... Let's call him Gerald for now, because again, I don't know if he wants his name out there. But Gerald's team. From that, and I said to him, oh, can I go into 4-1-4 off? He said, okay, I'll sort it. And then nearly to Christmas, I'm like, oh, are you going to sort it? Yeah, I'll sort it. So, and then I had my week off for Christmas, and then we came back. And after I came back, I'm like, have you sorted my 4-1-4 off contract yet? And Gerald said, oh, I'm on it, I sort it. And through March and April, it all got sorted. So Gerald and the manager got it all sorted. But now they're not liking how I am. Because I'm used to one team, so I'm being a bit more excitable around that one team. But they're not happy that I'm V and Ben and all the other friends around that circle are loving it. But everyone else, all the other colleagues, didn't like how I am. The questions what I get asked, oh, you wasn't like this, why are you being like this, why are you being like this, why are you being... I'm like, a bit of excitement. Because, again, another thing what happens in the hospital, if you're not happy with, oh, I'm gonna say this, being talked about the mortuary, we can leave now. I'll be probably over it in 5 minutes. But with a mortuary, with this thing, you've got to have fun, because you don't have fun, where are you going to be? Because what's the point of being upset? You've got to be happy half the time. You've got to deal with bodies, may I say, dead bodies. So it's not a cheerful place to be, but I'm making it cheerful, so I keep knocking the mic. But I'm making it cheerful for me, because again, yes, sometimes you get mortuaries every day, and I'm like, you've got to make it cheerful for yourself, because if you don't make it cheerful, what are you going to be in? You're going to be in flipping depression, you're going to be in this, you're going to be in that. No. I want people to think that I am here to be me. I want people to know that I am here to help them, not the other way around at times. And as much as I do love the team that I have, they've got to think, I've been through shit. When I told them about me going 4 on 4 off, I think it wound start of December, no, start of November, Grandma dies in the 12th of December. After having a few days off, I told Gerald to I want to go on 4 on 4 off, and I told him again. He said he'd sort it. And then December came, I told him again. He said I'll sort it. And from there, gone on holiday, from all of that, and I came back being myself, and then that happened. And after the it was somewhere around 11th and 12th. I had my first 4 days off, because I went 4 on 4 off. Sat down here, watched EastEnders on the TV, and I sat down thinking about what V said to me about I would need a psychiatrist, and I sat down and I'm like, I don't need a psychiatrist. I don't. I'm not that bad. And then I sat down there and watched EastEnders when Linda was wrong. I was like, my God, I was that bad. Things came to me, and I'm like, that's it. After I go back, I'm going to change. And I did. I'm friends with V. I'm friends with Ben. I'm friends with the other 2 people in our group. Again, I don't know if they want their names out there, so I'm not going to say them. But those people, V, Ben, are just brilliant to have around you at times. I've moved these headphones down from me so I can actually hear myself speak. But again, it's so much. Friends are just so likable. Sometimes your gut feeling, when you feel like this happy feeling with a friend, you've got to tell them the truth. And that's what I did. I told my friends the truth about me, and they told me and helped me through it. If you do get through stuff like that, or you need help with stuff like that, tell a friend, tell a teacher if you're at school. If you can't, tell a manager if you at work, or tell one of your friends at work, the ones that you trust. They will help you. I've been through it, and I should know because I've been through it again and again, and I've been through my head, why did I go through this? And it's another story. Again, I sit forward a little bit about me getting told that I was a crybaby. I think I had a ball hit at me and I flipping cried, and I got called a crybaby by one of my, well, I wouldn't say my friends, but one of the brothers of, well, I wouldn't call him that, I wouldn't really call him a friend. It was just something what happened, the ball was hit at me, it hit my face, and I started crying, and he called me a crybaby. As much as I don't mind being called anything, but anything a crybaby, that friend, the actual me comes out. And the actual me did come out a few times when my grandma passed. And may I say, Ben didn't know. Fee told him that I was crying at the bus stop, and he brought reinforcements. I didn't know it was going to bring another employee into it. I didn't know if the employee actually seen me cry again, but people were saying to me on that day, "How are you?" And I had to tell to this I call him supervisor, wannabe supervisor, I'll call him. He gave me a text saying, "How are you?" And I've said I'm fine. But when it was Ben, I let it all out. I told him what was wrong with me. And he was the only one what caught on. Flipping V, I had his number, but he forgot that I had his number. And he said to me, V did, saying, "If I see you like that again, I'll call you." And I know you would. Ben was another one what said, "Don't do this like this again. Don't do it like this. Don't cry at that bus stop again." I do it, but I do it when no one can see it. But me being me, I don't care. Always, I don't. People can moan all they want is to see me crying. Cause what are they gonna say? Oh, to the management. Oh, I've just seen this employee cry. What you done to him? Again, I don't turn to any management if I'm crying. Because if I did, that's how you know. And that's how they would say, "Oh, you need a few days off." Fuck no. Because I'm gonna have another drink of this, and I'm gonna tell you. Because again, the reason why I'm drinking this and still drinking it and talking about it is because my grandma did die in the hospital what I'm working in, and it hurts me every time I'm there. And when I hurt another friend what's in there, and I get told by someone, "Oh, don't leave the hospital, go to the closest one." But I told by friends, and they said, "I don't want you to leave, don't leave." So, I'm still here now. May I say, hit the target, love the road. I can't really go on to the flipping trailer because the flipping thing's on that one. Give me a minute. Let me just see if I can bring it over. Just this once. Because again, we all know that the Hit the Target Lovely Road trailer does need to be played. After I keep saying it, I've got to keep bringing it up. I've got to bring it up and I've got to have it up on the thing. But while we're doing that, we go back to the face. No, fuck. Let me just get that because I've fucked it up. Face. Copy that. Copy. There we go. Paste. Move that up there. Give me 1 more minute, guys, and I'll be right back with you. Copy that. No, don't do that. Go to there and paste that. So there we go. Again, after I mentioned Hit the Target Lovely Road, let's play the trailer. Have you killed people? I think you have. I've seen the signs that you placed in that building over there. There we go. So, yeah. That's how it is. With me and V, it's always going to be something like that. And yes, that's the trailer. It's still coming soon. Again, I've not sorted out the whole world yet, but when it happens, it happens. And I'm going to show you the world, what used to be, the world, what everyone would remember. Stampy Cat. But, yeah, one more thing before I carry on with the game is I am getting bored of every game that I'm playing. I keep going back to Minecraft to just place a few blocks, but I'm getting bored of it. But again, where were we? We were talking about me, V, and Ben. Yeah, he helped me through lots of stuff. But what I want you guys to know, that there are people out there what can help. And we all know there's people out there what can help me and you guys. You guys, if you're going through the same thing what I've been through, go and get some help. Or tell a friend, like I did. Because if I didn't tell a friend, I would probably died over there and be buried somewhere over there, probably. But again, as much as I love to keep doing a serious chat with you guys, I don't want to do too much of a serious chat, but sometimes we need a serious chat, don't we? We need a bit of a serious chat. Because without me being serious, you might think I'm just this crazy lad all the time. I am crazy, but I have put myself on a reins. But where this was going is, if anyone, and I mean anyone, after depression, tells you to be yourself, get the union involved, get that sorted, because you know what yourself is. Not their flipping stupid management. And that's what makes me angry of sometimes these things. It's mainly because the management's seen you in one state and and they want you to be in the other. No, they want you to be in the state where you was before. Listening to them all, knowing what you've gone through. They should be giving you a flipping medal or balloon. Because without them being there, your best friends or friends, you need, if you're being like how I was, you need help. Because, again, another thing I was like is look at myself and saying, oh, I can do it myself. Yes, but when I used to say I'm doing it myself, I used to look at my friends about. I don't. It's nothing to do with them. I'm gonna try to be myself every time. But that's what happened with me. I try to be myself every time. What's all this tab? There is what they got. Hi boss, letting you know I'm out of. I backed them off, but they managed. The dam just sent some guys after me. I backed them off, but they managed to swipe some stuff. Sorry, boss. This is what they got. $1 cash. $1? Why would you want $1 from you? Hey, boss. Tried to jump me, but I backed those chums down. They didn't get a thing from me. The damn brothers. Oh my god. Something told me that I should get some money off these flipping. It told me I should get some flipping cash from these flipping fellas, shouldn't I? My god. Well, it looks like they are targeting one person at a time, so just walked into a man even though you didn't see it. But that's how it is. What's your Brad, before they nick anything else from you, you fucking idiot. But I told you half the things what I've been through. I'm gonna quit now though, because I think I'm gonna quit this now. So, guys, like I said once before, well, in this, there was a bit of serious talk about stuff, but again, it was hard not to talk about it because I was through it. And it looks like I'm going to be going through it again if people just don't stop sticking their nose into people with other problems. But oh god. But what you gotta think is people are always gonna try to get you down. Just don't let them, because you do. That's how you know you're in a bad state. Don't let people get you down. But guys, tomorrow I don't know if we're gonna be playing Fortnite or Rocket League. Because again, I think I might have to play with V again because this one got a bit depression for me. But again, I have been drinking, so. But again, it's either going to be Fortnite, Rocket League, or the new one, The Crew 2. Because again, The Crew 2, I have got into it. But guys, I'm going to see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.